She's testing you, and no, not in the way you think. Not with questions, not with logic, not even with words. Most of the time, she's testing your behavior, your reactions, your emotional stability, your ability to stay grounded when things don't go your way. And if you misunderstand this, you fail without even realizing it. Because the biggest mistake men make is this: they think she's trying to challenge them, when in reality, she's trying to understand them. She's not asking, "Can I beat him?" She's asking, "Can I trust him?" And trust doesn't come from what you say. It comes from how you handle pressure, how you carry yourself when things are uncertain, how you respond when the situation is not in your favor. Let's break this down. When she pulls away, when she becomes cold, when she delays replies, when she suddenly acts different, most men panic. They chase, they over-explain, they try to fix something that wasn't even broken. And in doing that, they give her the exact answer she was looking for: weakness. Not because caring is weak, but because losing control is. Because emotional instability is loud. It shows. It leaks through your words, your tone, your timing. See, when she tests you, she's looking for one thing above everything else: emotional consistency. Can you stay the same person, even when she changes? Because anyone can be confident when things are going well. Anyone can be charming when they're getting attention. Anyone can feel powerful when they're being desired. But what about when that disappears? What about when she stops validating you? What about when she becomes unpredictable? What about when you don't know where you stand? That's where the test begins. And most men fail, not because they're not good enough, but because they react too fast. They take everything personally. They assume the worst. They try to regain control instead of maintaining it. And that shift, from calm to reactive, that's what she notices. That's what changes how she sees you. You see, attraction isn't built on perfection. It's built on stability. She wants to know, if things get difficult, will you stay centered, or will you crumble? Will you become emotional, or remain grounded? Will you chase certainty, or stay comfortable in uncertainty? So she creates small situations, small moments of uncertainty, small emotional disruptions, and watches how you respond. Not what you say, what you do, how fast you react, how much you care, how much you lose yourself in the moment. Let's get specific. She might cancel plans last minute, not because she doesn't care, but to see if you'll get angry, needy, or desperate. She might take longer to reply, not because she's busy, but to see if you'll double text, overthink, or chase. She might disagree with you, not because she believes the opposite, but to see if you stand your ground, or fold to please her. She might tease you, challenge you, poke at your confidence, just enough to see if it's real or just performance. Every one of these moments is a silent question. Who are you when you're not in control? And here's where it gets interesting. The men who pass these tests don't even realize they're being tested, because they're not trying to win. They're just being themselves. They're not calculating every move. They're not analyzing every message. They're not trying to impress. They don't chase because they don't feel like they're losing anything. They don't overreact because they're not emotionally dependent. They don't try to impress because they already value themselves. That's what she's looking for. Not perfection, not dominance, not arrogance. Certainty. A man who doesn't need constant reassurance. A man who doesn't break under pressure. A man who doesn't change his behavior just to keep her interested. A man who is the same, with or without her validation. Because if you change too easily, you're predictable. And if you're predictable, you're not exciting. And if you're not exciting, you're replaceable. So she tests, not to push you away, but to see if you can hold your ground. Now here's the part most people won't tell you. You don't pass tests by acting strong. You pass tests by being unaffected. There's a difference. Acting strong means you're performing, trying to prove something, forcing a reaction. Being unaffected means nothing changed inside you. You're still calm, still centered, still the same. You didn't need to adjust. You didn't need to compensate. You didn't need to react. That's real power. Because when she sees that, she realizes something important. You're not controlled by her behavior. You're not dependent on her mood. You're not shaken by her distance. And that's rare. Most men are emotional mirrors. She's happy, they're happy. She's distant, they're anxious. She's cold, they're trying harder. But the man who passes the test doesn't mirror. He observes, he understands, he stays grounded. He lets things unfold without forcing outcomes. And that creates a different kind of attraction. Not the loud, temporary kind. The quiet, deep kind. The kind that builds slowly, but lasts longer. The kind that makes her think about you, even when you're not there. Because now, you're not just another guy reacting to her. You're someone she can't predict. And unpredictability, when combined with stability, that's dangerous. Now let's talk about what not to do. Don't confront every change in her behavior. You don't need to ask, why are you acting different? That shows you're already affected. Don't overcompensate. Don't suddenly become nicer, more available, more attentive. That tells her you're trying to fix something. Don't withdraw emotionally just to punish her. That's still a reaction, and she'll see through it. Don't play games to win her back, because if you're playing, you're already losing control. Instead, do less. Stay the same energy. If you were relaxed before, stay relaxed. If you were playful, stay playful. If you were busy, stay busy. Consistency is your weapon. Because when she tests and nothing changes, that's when she stops testing. Because she got her answer. You're solid. And here's the twist. Once she knows you're solid, the tests don't disappear. They evolve. They become deeper, more subtle, more psychological. Because now she's not just testing your reactions, she's testing your standards. Will you tolerate disrespect? Will you accept inconsistency? Will you compromise your boundaries just to keep her? Will you stay true to yourself, or slowly adjust just to maintain her interest? And this is where most men who pass the first level fail the second. Because they think, I already proved myself. So they relax their standards. They allow things they normally wouldn't. They become more accommodating, more flexible, more available. And slowly, they lose the very thing that made them attractive, their frame. So understand this. Passing her tests isn't a one-time event. It's a continuous state. It's not something you do, it's something you are. It's who you are, not what you do. And if you want to master this, stop focusing on her behavior. Start focusing on yours. Because the truth is, she's not testing you to make you fail. She's testing you to find a reason to stay. She's looking for stability in a world full of inconsistency. She's looking for certainty in a world full of doubt. But if every test exposes insecurity, if every situation makes you react, if every shift in her behavior changes yours, then you're answering her question. And the answer is no. Not because you're not good enough, but because you're not stable enough. And stability is everything. So next time she pulls away, do nothing. Next time she delays, stay calm. Next time she challenges you, smile and hold your ground. Next time you feel the urge to react, pause and choose control. Because the less you react, the more she understands. And once she understands you're not easy to shake, that's when the game changes. Because now, she's not testing you anymore. She's trying to keep you. She's investing. She's observing differently. She's respecting what she couldn't control. And here's the part most men will never understand. The moment you stop trying to pass her tests is the moment you actually do. The man who stays unshaken becomes the one she can't replace.